Okay, lead coaches, so we've gone through a lot of steps already. So now what I'm going to show you is how to actually set up the Excel file template for STATurdays that Rhonda created. So you'll have to do this first because there's a little prep work that happens before you can actually do the export or use the file that we exported from Wufoo to calculate your stats using Rhonda's Excel sheet. And it's very simple, and she has instructions on here, so please don't get nervous. So first thing you want to do is actually find the template file and download a copy of that to your computer that you'll be using. Do not change the copy that is in here that is saved as a template. And the reason we say that is because that template can be reused over and over again. So we don't want to make any permanent changes to that adds challengers' names and all of that stuff to it. This is just the actual template that we're going to use we're going to download and then put our challengers information in and then save it in a folder for that particular challenge month. So if it was June, you would go to the June challenge group folder, create a folder for your group, and maybe create another folder under that for the STATurdays, and then save this template with your challengers names in there. Okay. Like I said, do not change the file that is in here. So first thing you want to do is get to the file. So we're in Google Drive, and you want to go to Fit, Fine, and Fabulously Flexed Operations. You want to go to Coach Training, and then you want to go to STATurday Process, and then use the one that says FFF Challenge Worksheet Template with Winter Tab Instructions. That's the one that you want. So I'm going to right click on it and then download a copy for my computer. So it's scanning it and it's downloading a copy for me, okay? So when you first open this copy, click Enable Editing, and this is what it'll look like. This is actually on the very last tab. So we want to go to the first tab. The first tab has where you'll actually put all of the download information that you got out of Wufoo. So that's what the download tab is. Then you have the summary tab, and this all calculates based on the information that you're putting into another tab. So then you have this legend tab. This is the tab here that you want to set up for your particular challengers, okay? So what you want to do is once your challengers have been paired up, so if you have 30 ladies, that means you have 15 teams, and the teams have been paired up, and you have the encouragers set up, and you know who their coaches are, you know if they've participated in a fit pot or not, you have all that information. All of this happens well before they're actually in the challenge. This should be happening while either a week before the challenge or during that week that we're going to have where we're getting them acquainted with the whole process. So you don't have any stats, any pictures, anything due in that first week. You know, it happens at the end of the very first week. So all of this stuff can be done during that first week when everybody's getting acquainted and all that kind of stuff. So you pair them up. So as you can see here, you have Althea Cuff and Stephanie Elise. They're partners. So it's their first name, Althea Cuff, and then their team name. And let's say their team name was Fit and Fine. Okay. So you type in Fit and Fine. And then this team number will be the team number for both challengers that have been paired up, and it's the month and then 01, and then the month and then 02. That's your team number. So that's how you know how many teams you have. So let's say we're doing this and we're setting up for July, so it'll be July 01, and then her partner is Stephanie Elise. They're both in group 1 because we only really have one group. The way that we're setting this up, we won't be doing 2 groups at a time, but it's all in group 1. Their encourager, which is Coach Lola, and their coach, which is Coach Lola. Are they participating in the fit pot? Yes or no? You may not know this information right off the bat, but with that whole week of getting to know everything, we should be able to find out this information at that time. So then Althea's partner is Stephanie Elise. So we're going to make sure that we type it the exact same way that it's typed up at the top. So Fit and Fine. And she also is a member of July 01 in group 1. And her partner is Althea Cuff. Her encourager is Coach Lola, and her coach is Coach Lola. And you just go down and put all the teams in just like this. So the next one is Catrice Stewart, And let's say their name is Fabulous Girl. And so they would be July '02. They're both in group one. Her partner is Kamora Anderson, and her encourager is Coach Jew. Her coach is me, and she's not participating in the fit pie. And then her partner is Kim. So again, you just want to use the same exact name. She's July '02. Group number one, her partner is Catrice, and all the information is the same. You go down the entire list like this. This is very critical. This has to be done as soon as you set this sheet up, because this sheet feeds all the rest of these sheets. So make sure that this sheet is filled out properly. Check and double check to make sure that the team numbers are the same for partners, the team name is spelled the same for partners, the group number is the same for partners, and their encourager should be the same, because one coach shouldn't be encouraging one partner where another coach is encouraging the other. So make sure all of that information is taken care of. And again, you can do this well ahead of time before the very first measurement is due. So that is how you actually set up the template for your challenge group. After this, I'll show you how to actually take the information that we exported from Wufoo and put it into this file here, and how it feeds everything else. You'll see how easy it is, but it all comes with that prep work. So let me show you what a file, the current June file, looks like for groups 1 and 6. So I'm going to close this out, and I'm not going to save any changes because I don't need to save the changes. So I'm going to go back to the Google Drive, and I'm going to go to the June Challenge group so you can see what it looks like when it's filled out all the way. So I'm in groups 1 and 6, and we're going to go to STATurdays, and I will pick the one for week 2. And then I'll export we already have week 3 exported, and I'm still working on week 4, so I'll show you what it looks like when you bring in week 3. So it's opening it, and I actually want to open the file, and it's taking a little while, but here's the file. And actually I want to, okay, so here's the file, and here's that legend tab. That I said was crucial for you to fill out. So if you look in here, these are all the ladies that are challenging or began the challenge with us. And you can see that these 2 ladies have the same team name, the same team number, the same group, the same encourager, and then the coach. And it goes all the way down like that. Now, if you had someone who didn't have a partner, they wouldn't have a partner, but they would have a specific team number. So I believe we had someone like that. Yes, we had Brandy. Brandy did not have a partner, so it was just Brandy, and then her name was Healthy Hotties. At least her partner dropped out in the first week. So Healthy Hotties, June 15 was her team number. Her name is C. Her partner field is left blank. Her encourager and her coach. So I filled all of this out well before I actually imported or brought in the Wufoo download for the very first week. So for beginning stats. So this was already filled out. So this is very, very crucial. And then you will see why when I take the information from the Wufoo download and put it into this sheet. So I shall be back.